Welcome to all of you for today's session, and today's topic is Hooponopono for relationships. It doesn't matter where you are finding difficulty in handling with people, whether it is in the workplace or business place with the business partners, colleagues, boss, relatives, friends, neighbors, family members, or with your own spouse. There is a solution you can overcome. There is no such relationship issue which cannot be solved. Each and every relationship issue, whether it's starting from lack of understanding or differences or hatred, even if whether it is there for last few days, few months, or few decades, it can be resolved if you work in a proper way, if you start working on yourself. See, most of the time, why these relationship issues are not getting resolved, mainly it is only because as soon as you come across any problem, you start looking outside, start working on outside. That is the reason you are not able to overcome the problems of the life, even including the differences, lack of understanding, and the any kind of relationship issues. When it comes to the differences or lack of understanding or difficulty in handling with another person, as soon as you come across a difficulty in handling with another person, first thing comes to your mind is the problem is the other person, which is not true. Because of that, most of the relationships are broken. Most of the relationships issues are not getting resolved even after years or decades. Only when you realize that the problem is not outside, problem is only in me, in my own subconscious mind, then only you start taking 100% responsibility for everything going on in your life, including that toxic relationship, maybe with the business partner or family, relatives, colleagues, or boss, whoever maybe it is. And first thing you need to understand is unless you have memories, the subconscious memory stored in your own subconscious mind, it is impossible for the other person to enter your life and disturb you. Repeating again, for any difficulty or in handling any other person or any lack of understanding and differences with any other person or multiple people, the root cause is deep inside your subconscious mind. That is what in Hooponopono we call it as the subconscious memories. And these memories are not only accumulated from this lifetime, since beginning of the creation, since many lifetimes, maybe thousands of years or millions of years. In each and every lifetime, we have been accumulating all the memories, belief systems, incidents, and all those things are stored in our own subconscious mind, what we call as the child. In Ho'oponopono, we call the conscious mind the mother, subconscious being the child. Conscious mind means the so-called intellect. And nothing takes place in the conscious mind. Conscious mind has capacity of logical thinking, discriminatory power, choose to or not choose to, or taking decisions and all, logical thinking and all. But nothing takes place in conscious mind. Whatever is showing up in the conscious mind, any thought or any emotional pain, any disturbance, any calculation, whatever is showing up, it is coming from the subconscious. The trigger is from the subconscious. What is the trigger? That is the memory stored in the subconscious mind. And these memories are not only accumulated from this lifetime. Since beginning of the creation, in each and every lifetime, we have been accumulating these memories. And these memories are mountainous, mountains of memories are there. We don't know from which lifetime we are carrying this unfinished business of this relationship issue. I was going through one book by Michael Newton. There I realized I read that one person took 30,000 years to overcome the jealousy, the feeling of jealousy, being jealous. And Ho'oponopono is The problem solving process is healing through forgiveness. And in Hoponopono, we are releasing all the negative emotions, whether it is the anger, jealousy, unforgiveness, or any lack, any belief system, negative belief system which is not contributing for you, all the unwanted desires, unwanted feelings, unwanted issues, including the physical health issues, psychological health issues, whether it is financial, job, business, relationship issues. Ho'oponopono is a way of releasing all the negative emotions. You need not to wait for 20 lifetimes, and you need not to wait for another 30,000 years to overcome any one negative emotion like anger, unforgiveness. Just by working on yourself, by working in a couple of weeks, you can overcome this negative emotion. Ho'oponopono is such a powerful way of healing modality, such a powerful healing process, the problem solving process. And even though it is a ancient Hawaiian problem solving process being practiced in Hawaii since thousands of years. That is what we call as the traditional Ho'oponopono. In the traditional Ho'oponopono, whoever the members associated with that particular problem, all those members has to be physically present. And what we are discussing today is the updated version, the simplified form, updated by Morna Nalmako Semiana. In the updated version, even if multiple people are associated with the same problem, any one member from that group start working on himself or herself, that problem will be resolved for the entire group. That is the advantage of the updated version. And you need not to visit any kahuna, any healer, therapist. All you need to do is you need to sit in a place, close your eyes, and start working on yourself. Look into your own inner self. That is a subconscious mind, the inner child. Start talking to your child and ask the child what memories are there which are replaying as this present difficult relationship or lack of understanding or differences with any one person or multiple people, and ask forgiveness from the inner child, and then express gratitude for helping you, because most of the time we are not aware that there is a being in us which is called as the subconscious mind or the inner child. As these memories are mountains which are stored in the inner child, the subconscious mind, that's why it's also known as the memory bank. There is a hard disk in the computer which is be having a lot of huge is having huge capacity, 500 GB, 1 TB, 2 TB, 2000 GB, like that. So much of data can be stored, so much of data. Similarly, our subconscious mind is the place where all the data from all the lifetimes are stored, all the information is stored. 10 years back something has happened between you and the other person, and that information is stored in your own subconscious mind, and that is what causing you to dislike that person or to hate that person. Maybe 50 years back something has happened, someone did something wrong, and that information is stored in your subconscious mind. As soon as you think, I request all of you to mute yourself, please, so that there will not be any background disturbance. So even if 50 years back something has happened, someone has done some wrong thing to you, and that information is stored in our subconscious mind, and that information is causing the hatred, anger towards the other person, the feeling of vengeance and revenge. Unless you clean that information, unless you release that information, that data from your subconscious mind, it is impossible for you to resolve that relationship issue. Even if you have hundreds of mediations, discussions, even if you apologize towards each other, even for hundreds of times, as long as the data is there, the data that information is there in the subconscious mind, it keep on replaying, start causing the anger and hatred, feeling of vengeance and revenge towards other person. So first thing you need to do to overcome any difficult relationship or toxic relationship is, you need to look into your own self. You need to clean yourself, purify your own mind. It is like a spiritual practice, releasing all the negative emotions. And you may not be aware what is the information or what is the data or the what memories are there, which are the root cause of this present relationship issue. And you may not be able to, you will not succeed in finding that root cause also. Because our conscious minds or the so-called intellect is able to grasp only 10 to 20 bits, maximum around 40 bits of information per second. But only at any given point of time, millions of bits of information is taking place at the subconscious level. And we don't know which data, which information, which program is now replaying as this particular lack of understanding. So instead of looking for the reason, how it started, why it started and all, what is the root cause and all, you just start working on the emotions, what you feel in the present at present. Are you feel angry? Are you feel depressed? Are you feeling some the feeling of the hatred, the vengeance or revenge, or lack of satisfaction, lack of self-love? Or do you feel like disliking, unliking other person, disliking the other person? You focus on those negative emotions. Once you start working on those emotions, you see that the root cause will be released. And whatever the feelings and the same negative emotions are there in the other person, they gets released simultaneously, and the other person need not to do anything. And you need not inform the other person that I am doing Hoponopono for you, I am cleaning memories to rectify relationship with you and all. Because at the fundamental level there is a connection between each and every universal molecule. We are all connected, we are all in oneness. In earlier sessions, we did that being in oneness exercise takes only a couple of minutes, where you will be connected to whole universe in each and every universal molecule in the universe. So we are all in oneness. We are all the children of God. We are all here to evolve. In the process of evolution, we are committing mistakes and learning from them. It is the process of evolution. There is not even a single person on this planet who did not commit any mistake. Sometimes mistakes happen knowingly. Intentionally, we do some mistakes. Intentionally, we commit mistakes. And sometimes unintentionally, unknowingly, we are just living our life. And the people around us don't like the way we live and they are getting hurt. So that is the mistake done by us, according to them. So either knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, each and every person is committing mistakes, has committed mistakes. And now, instead of focusing on the mistakes, you need to release the baggage, the garbage stored in the subconscious mind, which is replaying as these negative emotions. Once you are free from these negative emotions, once you completely forgive yourself and each and every person in your life, all your relationships will be rectified on their own. And I had a client 1.5 years back. She's a dermatologist, and she was in tough relationship with her husband, and she had a small child, around 8 years, at 9 years boy at that time. And they were fighting in the court. She filed a case against him, and he filed a case against her. Both wife and husband were in the court for 6, 7 years. And she was totally tired, and she got frustrated, and she was into depression and reached the suicidal tendency. And when she approached me, we had the personal session, and I was able to, in the personal session, I was able to understand the root cause, how this is happening and all. Then I asked her to practice the forgiveness and Ho'oponopono meditation, the guided meditation. I asked her to do. And she did the Ho'oponopono forgiveness meditation. And now both are living together happily. even after 7 years of fighting in the court. That is the power of Hooponopono. And one girl from Punjab, she was going through psychic attacks, the panic attacks, suicidal tendencies because of the past breakup. And she didn't want him to come back her life, but she was feeling the feeling of the cheated. She got cheated and all. She took granted. She was taken for granted and all. Like these feelings she was going through, and she became depressed and developed suicidal tendencies and going through the panic attacks and all. And her body weight has increased, not able to sleep properly. And she did the same Ho'oponopono meditation in just 25 days. She has stopped all the psychiatric medications and she's totally fine in just 25 days. And for few people, it takes couple of weeks. For few, it takes couple of months. It all depends on how much memories are there, which are replaying as this present issue. Even I was surprised when she told in just 25 days, she was able to overcome all that emotional pain, depression, panic attacks, suicidal tendency and all. And she started working and she started her own healing business. And now she is making around 6 lakhs per month through healing Ho'oponopono. She took a Ho'oponopono practitioner course. That's what we call as the Ho'oponopono certification course from me. And after that, she took some personal sessions and for guidance and how to heal others and how to continue her business and all. I guided her some technical things as well as the procedures for taking care of the healing and healing the clients and all. And now she is making 6 lakhs per month and she is living a happy life. Now she is able to enjoy each and every moment in her life. When you do Ho'oponopono meditation, it not only means that you need to get back that person into your life, whether that relationship is contributing for you or not, you will be at peace. You will be able to enjoy each and every moment in your life. That is what you need. Once you are fine, each and everyone in your life will be fine. And it doesn't matter since how long you're experiencing this lack of understanding and differences with the other person or the other people. It can be resolved. Only thing is you need to look into yourself and you need to release all the guilty feelings. Why the guilty feelings are showing up? It is only because of the unforgiveness towards self. Somewhere you're holding on to self-hatred or lack of self-love. That is what replaying as the guilty feelings. Maybe somewhere you did something and now you realize that that is a mistake you have done. You hurted someone or you did something wrong or you are not able to perform well in any exam or some project or something like that. You could not achieve something in that like that. And now you have become more aware. You have become more conscious. And because of that, you feel that that was a mistake done by you. Just so because of that mistake which has happened in the past, which cannot be undone now. Now we are going through the guilty feelings and lack of self-love and self-hatred. So you need to release all those guilty feelings. How? By completely forgiving yourself, by releasing all those memories, whether they are from this lifetime or accumulated from any one or the other lifetime. And if you're experiencing the depression, most of the time it is because of the past relationship issues. Somewhere in the past someone has hurted you, someone has hurt you and someone did something wrong to you and still you are carrying on that energy. Is there any sense that 10 years back something happened, someone did something and you are carrying that baggage, that garbage, and you are going through that emotional pain, depression and anxiety? Does it make sense? Is it better to release that garbage or to hold on to that garbage and go through that pain, depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendency? Which is the right choice? You just think it of for yourself. Because you didn't do anything. Someone did something and you are holding on to that pain. You need to release that. And Ho'oponopono is a way to release that baggage, garbage, which is causing all this depression, suicidal tendency, sadness, and lack of interest, and lack of concentration in the things which are doing. And as long as you're holding on to this garbage in the mind, like anger, hatred, vengeance, revenge, frustrations, you cannot succeed in any other thing or any job which you are doing, be a job or business, because you will not be able to focus on the thing what you are doing. You will not be able to live in the present moment. Either you will be busy by thinking in the past, or you will be anxious or fearful by thinking about the future projections. So it's all causing all the negative effects when you negative results. So the best way to take care of yourself is release all the baggage, all the garbage, whether it is lack of self-love or self-hatred or unforgiveness towards any other person. Either it is unforgiveness towards you or other person, you need to release. Once you release that, you see that your whole life is changing. And doesn't take much time. And you need not to spend any energy or money for that. All you need to is you need to sit in a place and you need to work on yourself, forgiving yourself and each and every person in your life. If you have only one person whom you don't like or who has caused something, who has done something wrong to you, first forgive that person and forgive yourself. And you will find freedom. You will be able to live in the peace. Each and every time someone leaves the body, everybody says that rest in peace, rest in peace. How many of your friends, relatives are wishing you to live in peace? Has anybody told you to live in peace? Oh, my dear friend, my dear relative, my dear sister, my dear brother, live in peace. And Ho'oponopono is a way to live in peace, not to rest in peace. As long as you're peaceful, you'll be able to focus on the things what you are doing. You'll be able to have the concentration on the thing what you're doing, whether it is the small thing as a big challenge, so that you'll be able to succeed in the things whatever you're doing, whether it is a business, job, whatever the thing, or learnings, each and everything. So it's time to release all the garbage, all the negative emotions. And for that, we'll be doing the simple meditation. It will be taking maybe just less than 10 minutes. It's a wonderful process, which I personally practiced and found amazing results. And hundreds of people are doing practice there. My own clients who have attended my own sessions and classes, they have practiced and they have rectified their relationships. And for few, it took couple of weeks, for few, it took couple of months, and for few people, it took longer duration. It all depends on with how much intensity you are doing this, how wholeheartedly, how much wholeheartedly you are doing this practice as a ritual, once in the morning and once in the evening. Just spend 10 minutes in the busy schedule of your life. You have 24 hours per day. Out of 24 hours, you just take out 10 minutes in the morning and just 10 minutes in the evening and do this and overcome all the relationship issues. As soon as you release all these negative emotions, you see that your money flow is improving. Most of the time, for money blocks and financial difficulties, it is only the unforgiveness. As long as you're holding on to any unforgiveness, you keep on attracting all the financial difficulties, lack of money and lack of finance and all. And now we are going to start the guided meditation of forgiving yourself and each and every person. That we can call it as the forgiveness exercise or forgiveness meditation.